morning, Dark Horse Gang. Welcome back to my channel, my returning subbies. And if you're new, it's your favorite Southern Sidekick, Nene in the building. And today we got another reading, so go ahead and get your drinkity drink, go get your snackity snack, and let's get it popping. Now, boo, today's topic of discussion, let me just say real quick. You are stomping on next this season. You know why? Because you are done. You are so done with the less thans. You're done with the settling for less. Like, the song that I was hearing coming through was a song by Nelly where he goes, "Let me in now, let me in now. Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me in now." Yes, that's what it's given. You're like, let me in now. You are banging the door down to your greatness. You're like, dude, I'm freaking ready. You know why? Because you got all these accolades. You got all this experience and whatever it is that you're doing. You're ready. You're like over here like trying to knock this door down. You're like, no, I'm done waiting. I'm done with the patience. It's like your patience is wearing thin and you're freaking ready. And because you're having this energy of like embodying this savageness, embodying this fierceness, right, of being decisive, that's what it is. You're finally decisive of what the F you want, right? And when you're decisive of what you want, the universe is like, oh, okay, thank you for clarifying things. Here you go. And so now you're about to have a windfall of abundance and blessings happen for you, okay? You've been knocking on that door like, let me in now. You coming in now, okay? And you're claiming your stake, period. It's given like you're not giving up anymore. You're done settling for less than what you deserve, period, okay? So we have the energies coming through of the Ten of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Okay, I'm hearing a message come through with this. It feels like you felt betrayed by people that you looked up to is what I'm hearing here. There's this energy of betrayal, where you felt like you were like either abandoned or like whenever the going got tough or something, it's like people really started to show you their true colors in the situation, okay? And so now we have this, oh, that's what it is. Okay, ooh, getting it down a little right now. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups, okay? So Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, this is showing me, like, this is the energy that you feel like you're in, right? Where you're looking over at this King of Swords. This is like somebody who's an expert at what they do. It's like you're looking over here at the King of Swords like, you know, I want to be like that. Right, that's what I'm hearing. You want to be like that. You want to be an expert. But the thing is that Spirit's saying that you already are the expert, right? Like I said, you have all this expertise and whatever you got going on, and like you are more than ready, right? This is something that you've been wishing upon a star is what I'm hearing with that Nine of Cups, okay? And I'm hearing like what the thing is that like you were feeling like it just feels like imposter syndrome, or feeling like you weren't heard or recognized for who you are, recognized for your talents and abilities. They felt like you were looked over in situations, right? And like, look, we literally have the Five of Cups and we also have strength coming through. Okay, so this is showing me especially like regardless of how you were feeling, you stayed in the grind and the hustle, okay? Like you were literally hustling, you kept working, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna let people get their win, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like when it comes down to it, I'm going to stay honed in on my talents and gifts and abilities, right? So that's what you did. Okay, I know that was really difficult where you felt kind of isolated and by yourself and also betrayed because like maybe other people were elevating or whatever. But like you stayed honed in and hungry for this is what I'm hearing, boo. Now let me show you real quick. Look. This is what's happening for you, and this is right around the corner, or you're stepping into it right now as we speak. I just heard going viral. Okay, so we have Justice coming through. We have the Six of Wands coming through and the Chariot. This is, I'm hearing divine timing has happened, okay? You were literally purged through the fire is what's coming through here. And look, I feel like this is your season. This is your come up season. You've been knocking on that door. You've been praying for a miracle. You've been praying for something to give is what I'm hearing. And it's finally given because you let go of control finally. And you just gave it to the divine. That was the secret antidote, was you staying prayed up and, you know, continuously praying is what I'm hearing. Connecting and believing that anything is possible, okay? So, with some oracle cards, we have the fire ritual, okay? And see, her eyes are on fire, okay? There's this fire, this hunger that's inside of you, but it required you to burn away this vision that you had of yourself, this perception that you had of yourself, that you're just a beginner, or like you'll always be at this one level, right? And so what's happened finally is that you're purging that old identity and you're stepping into the truth that you are just as good as everybody else. Okay, I'm hearing like the expert at anything was once a beginner, but the thing is that you're walking into a season of expertise, okay? So you have literally earned your accolades in whatever field or whatever you're doing, okay? And so Spirit's saying that even though you might have felt betrayed in those situations, or you felt like, you know, everybody was getting to eat, but where was your plate, right? That's what I'm hearing. Spirit's saying that your plate is here. literally the justice for you is that you finally get recognized for all this hard work and dedication that you put into this thing that you're doing, okay? So we also have the conjure the dragon card coming through. Okay, so this is all about like you embodying the courageousness of like the dragon, the fierceness of the warrior, the dragon, okay, and being confident in yourself and staying hungry. That's what I'm hearing, staying hungry. I'm also getting something about your north node coming through here, okay? So you're following your north node right now, okay? This is your destiny, whatever you're doing, okay? We also have the moon mistress coming through. So I am here to message that you feel like the lone wolf. Look, if you found my channel, if you're new or if you're, you know, an old-time subscriber, hey boo, but like you are part of the dark horse gang, okay? The dark horse gang, a dark horse means that somebody who is the most unexpected to win, okay? And like you are the most unexpected to come out on top is literally the message is what I'm hearing, because you were the lone wolf, the misunderstood, right? And this message coming through, in the dice roll, we also had the 5th house in Aquarius, and we also had the 7th house in Leo, which is polar opposite energies, okay? The reason why it took you a little bit longer is because you were not following trends. Like whatever you got going on, like you are not one to follow trends. You're not one to like follow like what everybody else is doing. You're literally a trendsetter. You're somebody who does something different and extraordinary. Like it's out of this world. Okay, so the reason why some people, it's like they kind of skip ahead in success or whatever because they're following some sort of like, it's like generic formula, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of blend into everybody else. But the thing about you is that there's something unique and different. But maybe the way that you work, you know what I'm saying, the way that you dress. It's just like something about the way that you think. I'm hearing inventive, okay, inventive qualities. So I will say this, we have Uranus, speaking of invention, Aquarius, we have Leo energy as well, so more Aquarius and Leo. Okay, so Spirit's saying be confident in your inventiveness, be confident in your vision, don't bow down, don't back down is what I'm hearing, okay? Keep applying pressure. This season, Spirit's saying this season, like you are applying pressure, like you are putting your foot on the gas, period, okay? So we also have Trine coming through. So this is showing me that you do your best work whenever you're not trying to go like everybody else. You know, you're not supposed to do what everybody else wants you to do. You're meant to walk to the beat of your own drum. That's what I'm hearing. This is when you're in your best flow state. Okay, this is where your intuition is heightened. Okay, because the trine represents something that comes easy to you. Okay. So we have Leo, we have Cancer, and we have Taurus energy. So you might have one of these zodiac signs in your chart, so there will be confirmation for you that this is your message. But another message that I'm hearing here as well is that we did have a lot of this sword energy, right? And so sometimes I'm hearing like sometimes like whenever you're doing something, like, you know, you can be an expert at it and have it all written down on paper, you know what I'm saying? But like when it comes down to it, it's like the wheels on the ground action is what I'm hearing, okay? It's like, just like for example, you know, you can go to college for something and be book smart, but at the same time, you need to have the experience, like put yourself out there in the real world, have the experience and things in your arsenal, and that's where you get true wisdom. And that's the thing that's different about you too, is what I'm hearing, is that you have more street smart. You're not just like, there's something unorthodox about the way that you approach this thing that you love doing, you know what I'm saying? And seriously, you're gonna find success in it because there's nobody who doesn't like you, okay? No matter how, like, you know, oh, I have a degree or whatever, you know, good for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you don't have to have a degree to do the thing that you want to do, is what I'm hearing, because like you approach it in a more organic way. That's the thing that makes you different and stand out, is that you're organic, okay? And so this message coming through, like you ain't going nowhere, you're finally channeling your emotions is also what I'm hearing here, okay? It's like you're literally, there's something about your energy with the Leo, Cancer, and Taurus energy. It's like you make people feel a certain way. Like you literally, like I'm hearing something about the way you connect with people as well. Like you make people feel seen and heard is another message I'm hearing here. Okay, and this is coming through because sometimes you feel like you're misunderstood, or like people, you know, you, like I said, lone wolf. And this season, Spirit saying that you're finding the other lone wolves, okay? You're finding the others this season, period, okay? So yes, you will be successful. This is justice, okay, that's happening for you, okay? Trust and believe, affirm it, period. So let's get up and see some more. What's going on with this energy, Spirit? We have talking shit coming through. Okay, so boo, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so that's what it is. Queen rising. This is why they're talking smack. You're on the come up on something, okay? Like I said, you're here to stay. Let me in now. Like you're coming in the doorway. Like you're stepping up to this power of like being this fierce warrior, okay? Somebody who's been hungry, and you came here to eat. You came here to make your plate, okay? And you ain't waiting around for nobody to make their plate first anymore. Like that's what it's given, okay? So we have the Queen rising and talking shit coming through. So this is definitely showing me like, because you're coming into the spotlight is what I'm hearing. Like now you got some people like, oh, like, okay. here's the deal. You are at this level with some people, and then they start to, like, you know, they're elevating, and you're like, you know what, like, they left you high and dry is what I'm hearing once they started to, quote unquote, do better. And then they started to stagnate, and then you start to rise a little bit higher, and then finally you're just finding your groove in something, okay? You're like, you know what, I'm just going to ignore all the ops. I don't need no friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's giving. It's like you simplified your crowd or whatever, and, like, all of a sudden, like, you just elevating, okay? You're on this timeline of elevation, solo, dolo, period, okay? And then now they're over here, like, in awe because, like, you actually overcame your shadow, and you're over here, like, making waves and making shit happen is what I'm hearing. So they're talking smack about the fact that you are on the rise, stepping into power, praise coming up, and spotlight. Okay, it's giving this vibe come through like when you were down and out, where were they? Okay, they might be trying to come back around and act like they're proud of you, or act like oh, good job, congratulations. But the truth is that it's like they're actually envious is what I'm hearing. Okay, and this is part of the justice because you didn't realize, like, yes, your intuition was correct. They was talking smack about you like they always do. Okay, that's why it's hard for you to connect with some people. But like Spirit saying, you don't need a lot of friends. You don't need a lot of people in your corner to clap for you. Okay. It's like you were in a timeline where it feels like you were Job in the Bible, where everything was taken away from you, okay? Friendships, love partnerships, a job, whatever it was, even maybe a vehicle or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, things were taken away from you, and it felt like nobody was in your corner to raise you up. So you had to raise yourself up with the help of the divine as well, is what I'm hearing, okay? And because you stayed solid and you kept showing up for yourself, like, you're literally being blessed in the presence of your enemies. Okay, we have hooked coming through. Okay, so let's see some more context about this hooked energy. Hooked and running. Okay, here's the deal. This is giving, like, no longer chained down to people, no longer chained down to an old narrative. You are burning down the house is what I just freaking heard, okay? Back to that fire ritual. There has been, like, I'm hearing there's these spirits that have tried to leech onto you, energy leeches, okay? I'm hearing monitoring spirits. They tried to hook onto your energy, but you was outie. You ran up out the door, okay? And so this energy coming through, nobody and nothing's going to hold you back no more, okay? I just heard comparison is a thief of joy. Yeah, exactly. There's something about, like, the devil trying to get you, like, comparing yourself and your story to other people, but you finally realize, like, you know, that was just making you more depressed is what I'm hearing here, okay? So we have stalker coming through, stalking, watching, and obsessed. Okay, so this energy coming through, Spirit saying, like, you got some people now who wanted to sit here and leave you high and dry. Now they obsessed and watching you, okay? Wasting time, stuck, no changes, and limited. Okay, so these people that you did walk away from, like I said, it feels like their energy kind of just stopped at one level, okay? And then you just kept rising. You kept being better, okay? You stayed disciplined. You stayed hungry is what I'm hearing. And now you're rising to the top. Karmic friends. Bro, this whole reading. Can't fully trust them. Tension, secret competition. What was I saying? Keep your friends closer, your enemies closer. That's the reason why they might try to come around and say, hey, how are you doing? Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. No, they ain't. No, they are not. They are not proud of you. I'm sorry. I'm just being real. I'm just reading the energy, okay? They were in secret competition with you this whole freaking time. I don't know if you were business partners or something like that. That's what I just heard. Clout hungry, says anything, does anything, makes ish up, and dramatic coming through with screenshot, getting evidence, proof, and facts. Somebody's trying to get ideas from you. That's what I just heard. Somebody's been trying to get ideas from you, especially if y'all were in the same career or something like that. Trying to get credit for your work is what I'm hearing. But the thing is, like I said, look. Oh, okay, big download coming through. Some people, okay, y'all know that movie, what's that movie? 13 Going on 30. And, like, the girl is stealing ideas, you know, to give to another company. Like, that's what I'm hearing here. Okay, so that's what it is. Like, you had people who tried to steal from your energy, literally, like, as vampires or, like, ideas and things like that. And you're over here finally like, you know what, y'all can have that garbage because I'm a resource of creative expression, right? You are a channel for creativity, okay? In this season, you are unleashing your creativity unbridledly, is what I'm hearing here, okay? So that message with the screenshots and clout hungry, like, it feels like, it's like, if you can't beat them, join them, is what I'm hearing. Like, they might be trying to join your team, is what I just heard. Bottom of the deck, we have dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and protected by haters. So Spirit's saying that you are protected from all these low vibrational energies, and, like, you're going to get what's yours. You're going to get the bag this season. You're going to put your stake in the ground and, like, claim your territory. You're claiming territory this season, okay? Ain't nobody or nothing gonna get in your way. Not your grandma, not your mama, not your cousin, not your kinfolk. I don't care who they are, how long you've known them. You're like, you know what? Y'all wasting my time. Get up out the way is what I'm hearing here. Okay, period. Ooh. Orphan, okay, get this one. Go the distance. Okay, orphan, what was I saying earlier? Like, you felt abandoned and betrayed in situations, right? I feel like you had a time period where maybe you cried to yourself. You're like, you know, you thought you was ride or die with some people, and then they just like sit there and broke your heart and abandoned you. But you're like, you know what? You done fixed your crown. You're going the distance this season. Like I said, you're hitting that finish line this season. Okay, all your hard work. You were on. It's like you were on this journey. Is what I'm hearing. You're on a ship, and like some people jump ship. You thought they was coming with you, all right? And you mourned that because then you're like, you know what? I guess I just got to do this on my own, right? And so you figured it out. You figured it out your way. Is what I'm hearing here. Tell me about this energy. Woo. And we have fate. It's coming back to this justice and 6 of Wands energy, bro. Like, I'm hearing this is fated for you, okay? The reason why certain people were weeded out of your life is because they did not deserve to get into this timeline of blessings for you, okay? It was fated for you to happen this way, okay? It was fated for you to have it happen this way, boo-boo. Okay, I know it was tough and hard and difficult, but look, message in a bottle coming through. Okay, what about message in a bottle? What, Spirit? Oh! Yes, look. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we have fork in the road coming through. We have milk and honey, deep knowing, and not for you. So this is showing me, like, you're finding your milk and honey elsewhere, okay? Certain individuals, like, this timeline of feeling like you were misunderstood, you know what I'm saying? Like, let certain people misunderstand you, but I'm hearing, like, literally the right connections and everything is opening up for you finally, okay? Where you're walking to the season of milk and honey and blessings. It's justice for you. Literally the message that's coming through here. Oh, my God. Wow. Holy crap. Let's get some more. Let's see some more context. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this energy. Wisdom coming through. Use your best judgments. Okay, so we have the owl card coming through here. And look, we have an owl twice because the deep knowing card. It's about your wisdom and trusting your knowing, your knowledge, okay? Look, like I'm hearing your greatness is finally woken up. Okay, gift. Yeah, bro. Okay, it says you will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. Like I said, your greatness is opening up for you, okay? That's what's happening right now. You got to go through these situations. If you hadn't have gone through a boo, like you wouldn't have discovered the talents that you're tapping into right now. Okay, expression. Open up your heart and connect with others. Express your creative self. What was I saying? Like this season, you're done holding back your creative expression. It's definitely feeling like a new wave. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're the new wave. You might seem like you're the new kid on the block, but you've actually been here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm seeing a metaphor of like an artist who like they might not be known publicly kind of thing, but like behind the scenes, you've been an artist like all of your life, right? And it just took the right circumstances, back to the fates card. It took the right circumstances and the right people to see you, right? And then to get your stuff out there is what I'm hearing. And so this is what's happening. There's a shifting of the guard happening is what Spirit's saying. You're going to be successful in this venture that you're going off towards, okay? Wow. Oh my God. It's your time. This is your time. It's your time to eat. That's what I'm hearing. We have the looking card. Have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Okay, seek and you will find. This is what I'm saying. People are starting to see you. It's like you're coming up. This is your season of coming up is what I'm hearing, where people see you. Okay, I don't know what it is that you started doing different. It's like you stopped second guessing like your actions, okay? Something that my great grandpa used to say is like always listen to your first mind, right? So a lot of times if we second guess our first mind, it gets us into trouble where we start to like not trust our intuition and trust ourselves. So whenever you trust your first mind and like an idea or like a decision that you want to make, like that's where the magic happens and things start to pan out beautifully, okay? And so Spirit's saying that like this season you're done second guessing your intuition. You're done second guessing your voice or your vision, period. Ooh. We have investments. Investments made will have positive results that will bring prosperity. Okay, look, there's something that you invested in. Now people are going to want to be invested in you, okay? That's literally what I'm hearing here. Let people talk their ish is what I'm hearing, okay? You got some people who's salty because they know that you're on the rise. That's what I'm hearing here, okay? They're viewing you as competition. We have exhausted. It says feel financially drained, lacking viable options, and recharge and regroup. Okay, so this season, so we're saying it's time for you to receive. It's time for you to recharge yourself is what's coming through here. Okay, and fast changes. Look, you're having fast changes happen. Take bold steps forward. Okay, so definitely if you feel like you've been kind of like spinning your wheels, you've really been pushing. So you're saying that take a moment for yourself to breathe and you're going to get the inspired action is what I'm hearing. You're going to get some sort of inspiration and then you're going to be able to act on it from a fresh set of eyes is what I just heard. And something's going to happen with the Fates card coming back here and you're going to get recognized, okay? You got somebody looking for you, okay? That's what I just heard, okay? I'm hearing something about also your resume or something like that. Like somebody is like looking at your resume or looking at what you got going on. We have gambling coming through. Okay, what I'm hearing is that somebody's going to take a gamble on you, okay? Someone's going to be taking a gamble on you because something about you is different. Aquarius energy, Leo energy, okay? You stand out from the crowd is what I'm hearing, and you're here to create something new. Authority, it says take on the role of a leader and everyone will respect you. Be self-confident. Confirmation, Spirit's calling you to continue to be confident in yourself. Do not back down. You come too far to go back. Okay, you ain't going back to that old narrative or like psyching yourself out of this. You've already jumped ship, you know what I'm saying? Like you've already pulled the ship to the harbor is what I just heard, okay? You know, this is the time period of like just unpacking kind of thing and get acquainted with this new timeline. Get acquainted with this new continent is what I just heard, okay? Period. All right, so let's see some more Spirit. Tell me more about this energy. Wow. Tell me about this energy, Spirit. Divinity coming through. So the divinity card is all about knowing that regardless of like your actions or like what you've done, whether you're good or bad, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not about the physical things that you do, it's about your soul, and your soul is divine, okay? Because you just have that intrinsic value. You are worthy is what Spirit's saying. So affirm this down below. I am worthy. You are worthy, boo, okay? You're coming back to your divinity, okay? I definitely feel, it just feels like there's a shift that's happening inside of you. You're literally stomping on ecstasies is what I'm hearing, okay? And you're not apologizing for it, period. Oh my God, we have Night Woman coming through, and we have Fortune. Bro, look. It's like, let me tell you a quick little story. It's a real small story real quick, okay? So whenever, like, it was a few years ago, I got sick, and, like, whenever it was starting to get better, like, I was just feeling really grateful for my good health, right? And then I was thinking to myself, I kind of want to manifest a feather. And I thought to myself, you know what? I can manifest this feather not because, you know, I have to do anything to be worthy of the feather, but just because I'm worthy the way that I am. And, like, I kind of forgot about that. And that same day, I walked outside to take my dog out to use the bathroom. And my dog, he went over and he was sniffing at something. And I live out in the country, so, you know, I got to be careful what my dog's sniffing at. He might eat something he ain't supposed to. And I was like, Tony, move, get up out the way. And like I shoot him and I looked down to see what he was sniffing at, and it was a freaking barn owl feather. A barn owl feather. You know how rare that is to see out here? Like, I mean, like owls are out here in the country, but like to come across that the same day that I had been like praying to myself and saying that I was worthy, not because I didn't do anything, but because I was worthy, just because. This is what it's giving. Whenever you finally get out of your own way, and it's like you felt like you were screaming in the desert kind of thing, and like you felt like nobody heard you, or you felt like you weren't worthy. Like that's what's given in your prayer life. Like you felt like you were praying and you felt like your prayers weren't being answered. But like Spirit saying, when you finally realize that you are divine the way that you are the Night Woman. You are the dark horse, okay? You are special. You were born with these gifts for a reason, and you've been using them for that purpose, okay? And that's all you have to do is show up as who you are, and boo, look, Fortune is literally favoring you this season is what's coming through here because you returned back to the truth of your worthiness. Wow, that's powerful. And now people can really see you. I'm hearing like you're being noticed. Yeah, synergy is coming through. Like I said, everything had to happen for a reason. Okay, synergy is about all the right elements coming together. Dude, whatever time I don't know what you got going on, but it's definitely feeling right place, right time, right connections. Like the right people see your resume, or the right people see you performing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm hearing here. Wow. You're making it big this season. That's what I just heard. And we have escape and ecstasy coming through. Okay, so escape coming through. This is giving me that root chakra energy of feeling like you were in survival, or felt like, you know, you were trying to like, it's like you're pulling yourself up out the mud is what I'm hearing here. Okay, swimming up out the swamp, getting up out the hood kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's feeling like. And like I'm hearing you're gonna be able to eat. You're gonna be able to enjoy yourself. Okay, Spirit's saying to have fun through this process of becoming. Okay, becoming successful. You're walking through the doors of success this season, okay, with this ecstasy energy and Fortune. Yes, you're gonna look, this is the prophecy for you. You're gonna be making enough to be able to splurge. That's what I just heard. Okay, so don't worry, everything's working out exactly how it's supposed to. Keep putting your stuff out there, or keep putting your resume out there. Keep showing up is what I'm hearing. Okay, period. Bottom of the deck, we have vows coming through. Okay, so Spirit's saying have this vow for yourself, okay? That you're never going to downplay your power. You're never going to try, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're asking for something big. Stand on that. Say it with your chest is what I just heard, okay? Say it with your chest and don't back down or feel crazy or ashamed for dreaming that big. Tell me more about this energy, Spirit. Ooh, hey. We have expression. I think we had expression earlier too. Okay, so the expression card's coming through here and it says unbridled colors from painting to fashion. She was self-discovering freedom in action. Okay, so this season, like I said, back to that energy of creativity. Like you're expressing yourself boldly and unbridledly this season. I said that earlier. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love that. Glow up. Bro, this is glow up season. This is it. You've arrived. This is what's happening. You got fans. Okay, that's the vibe. Okay. And so it says, time went by and she finally sees. She became the queen that she was meant to be. And sometimes it's the mental that'll get the best of us in a situation. But if we really look at ourselves, I'm like, dang, I've changed. I've evolved. Like, everything, all that School of Hard Knocks-ish, like, really turned you into this baddie is literally what I'm hearing here. Okay? And we have self-love coming through. Yeah, like I said, back to it's giving divinity energy, like this divinity card. It's the same kind of energy as what's feeling like here. Okay, and this card says she loves herself no matter the weather, embracing her heart alone or together. Okay, and so like you're finally like starting to love yourself, romanticize yourself. Like it's definitely giving me like this is your diva season, whether you're a guy or girl. Okay, guys can be divas too. Okay. So you're definitely stepping into the spotlight as this diva, okay? And how does a diva act? I'm also hearing something about, especially back to that Conjure the Dragon energy, like, I'm hearing, like, who is a celebrity or, like, somebody who is well-known, like, that you admire? Like, how do they act? How do they talk? How do they dress up? You know what I'm saying? Like, this was given. Like, Spirit wants you to really start to embody that energy of greatness, okay? Period. I love that. Ooh. What we got? And we have reveal coming through. Yes, I'm telling you, you're going to be seen. You're being revealed is what's coming through. Glow up and reveal. Okay? Literally, people who slept on you, they're awake now is what I just heard. Okay, we have generational curses coming through, and we have shadow work. Yeah, you've been breaking these generational curses, and that's why it feels like it's been hard because you've been purging and like releasing old narratives that don't line up with this true glow up that you've gone through, okay? And with the shadow work, exactly. You had to do a lot of shadow work to get to this pinnacle in your life, okay? And I'm also hearing a message come through with expression, like you're channeling your shadow into your expression, whether it's the way you're dressing or the way that you're, you know, expressing yourself musically or writing and things like that. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have unseen allies coming through in intuition. So they're talking to you. They're trying to tell you, hey, trust your guidance. Trust your next steps. Don't second guess yourself. You've come too far, boo. You've come too far. Don't second guess yourself, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get you some final advice. The Spirit with final advice. Stand for my spiritual buddies. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'm going to leave it at this. We have the Faith card. It says hope, inspiration, and rejuvenation. Okay, so your spirit team wants you to have faith in yourself. That's literally what's coming through. Have faith in the fact that you've evolved and like you've already arrived. Like I said back in the beginning, like with we had the Page of Swords and we also had the King of Swords and the Page of Swords looking over at the King like, I wish I was like that much of an expert. Boo, you are. Have faith in your abilities. That's what I just heard. Have faith in your abilities, boo. Okay? Because you came here to claim your steak. Okay? You did not come here to get breadcrumbs or to sit here and get the bare minimum. Okay? And I feel like the Spirit wants you to continue to be hungry. Continue to be hungry. Do not slow down. Do not hold back. Okay, boo? Keep at it. Keep on knocking down that wall is what I just heard. Keep knocking down that wall, boo, with your faith. It's going to take you far, period, okay? So that's 3.5 for you, darling. I'm excited for you. Comment down below. Let me know your story. Tell me your greatness. Let me know about your greatness, boo-boo, okay? And until next time, you have a blessed, wonderful day. Ta-ta.